Hey guys, and welcome back to Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. My name is Jaggerous, and last time we met a guy called Ike who wanted to kill a manticore, and he promptly, disappeared because I didn't force him into my army. So I don't know if we're going to help him or not, really, but let's see where we end up.
Not a scrap. Nothing to bury. Blood's all that's left behind.
This guy has the same voice as all the other peasants. It's almost as if they only hired one voice
The
actor.
whole village. Just one big grave now.
What happened? You going to say?
Lord, Mother, look upon these stricken souls what suffered evil. Protect, console.
The mother protect, but she also attack.
Hallowed, Mother.
It's one of my favorite memes. It's one of my favorite memes. You know what meme I don't understand at the moment? TikTok. Apparently there's like an app called TikTok. And it's like Musically. I do not get it. I'm actually terrible at memes. Can I not go in here? So I guess this is where the manticore would have been. It'd be cool if... So I guess there's a lot of gameplay that, you know, you don't get access to depending on the choices that you make. I suppose that's fairly standard for a CD Projekt Red game. But yeah, you know, I feel like I'm getting old when I don't get the memes. And my stepsister, she's 19, and I message her, I'm like, explain this to me. I do not understand these memes you use. I mean, I could probably just Google it. There's like know your meme and stuff, but sometimes it's just like I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not a big memer. Anyway, let's continue. Where are we going? Oh, there's loot up. You know what? We're just gonna leave the loot. I think sometimes you can afford to leave the loot. There's probably more than enough to get. I mean, we have like 3 grand in gold. You can't see, but we have 3 grand in gold. What's going on here?
One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own ship. Nilfgaardians make for good prisoners, good slaves too.
Fair enough.
They got black shells, but the meat inside's red. One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own
I said that already. I guess it's just flavor. Sometimes you get stuff and sometimes like... Ooh, camp rules. No pissing in the fire. Fair. No shitting next to the tents. Also fair. No shouting at dawn. I mean, I guess it depends how drunk you are. You break the rules, I break your legs. Lippy Goodman. I bet you if we'd like done something, maybe this wouldn't have been here. I don't know. Like if we killed him in the card battle, would it still be there? Who knows? What's going on over here? The Woodman's Stack. One sec, let's grab this first. Ooh. This card has been added to your army. Marjoram Vengeance. Your Majesty, Lippy Goodman's warriors have started a brawl at the tavern. They've broken pitchers, drained all the barrels of ale, even eaten the innkeeper's cat. Oh, that's a shame. Their dancing revelry is in celebration of the recent victory of a Nilfgaardian division, and they show no sign of slowing down. What are your orders? I shall pay for the damage. It's a small price to maintain allies. I think that is true. Let's be diplomatic. Although last time I was diplomatic, I let that Nilfgaard guy live, and it made me feel bad. Well, that's because there's a war on, old man.
Is our own land, charming, fertile and grand.
I wish I had a lighter. I could start going like this. Do not own a lighter. Do you know the Norwegian word for lighter is lighter?
Is your Majesty also bound for the river? To camp there, perchance?
I guess so.
Fairly.
Right. No more singing. You already did that one. You already did that one. Ooh, we're almost at a question mark. A point of interest.
One evening, soldiers brought before Meve the elf she had saved from a lynching. It seemed he had been the fiend who had poisoned the water barrels from which several soldiers had drunk, then suffered and died.
Yes, I did it.
Oh, man.
And I regret it not one bit.
Seethed the elf.
Nilfgaardian, Temerian, some brute from Lyria. You Dwan are all alike.
I saved him.
To test you. All of you, your filth for what you wrought with my brethren. I'm proud. I am that even a few of your kind perished at my hand.
So...
Hail and Shay.
Meve pursed her lips into a thin white line. Reynard knew the expression. It did not bode well.
So if we hadn't brought him with us, those people wouldn't have gotten poisoned. Oh, I love the storytelling that CD Projekt Red does. It's so good.
I should drag you to the capital. Hang you high in the market square.
Meve said through gritted teeth.
Yet this you would want. Am I right? For your folk to speak of you? For your folk to remember? Well, you shan't have it. You'll hang here, in the middle of nowhere, with but crows to witness it and then pick at your eyes.
It was a summary execution. No sentence was read, no last wish observed. The elf's corpse then hung long at the roadside, as none came forth to claim and bury it.
So I didn't get a choice on whether I hung him or not. We lost one man, and oh, there's like a noose. That is grim, man. That's grim. How have he poisoned my men?
Welcome you home, your
Oh,
majesty.
thank you. How are you doing, mate?
Prince Villem awaits your return, your grace.
Prince Villem is feckin' useless.
Good you've returned, ma'am. Lyria needs you.
Aw,
Good you've returned.
I like you too, buddy. We get the crossroads. Let's have a... Can we go into this village? I don't think I can go in here. We've almost made it to the end of the map, right?
Oh.
Right? Right? It looks like it. Wow, look at us go. I missed some loot over there, apparently. I can probably live without it. How many of these chests did I get? 1, 2, it's meant to be 10. Alright, I've got them all, I just suck at counting. So, onwards. Oh, are we gonna get a new zone? I'm so excited if we get a new zone. You are approaching an important moment in your journey. If you choose to continue... Oh, it tells me here how many I've got. That was a massive waste of time. You will not be able to resume any unfinished activities in this area. Well, it doesn't tell me if I got, like, all of them or
Meve had ridden
not.
out of Lyria in early spring, her retinue modest, as none larger was needed for the brief summit of sovereigns. She returned now to her capital, at the head of an army that dragged behind it bandits and Nilfgaardian prisoners in chains. The whole city came out to greet her. Its traders, craftsfolk, priests. Also, her eldest son and heir, Prince Villem. A boy who, it seemed, might never be prepared to rule.
That's not very helpful.
Meve and Villem rode side by side past the cheering throngs, their faces frozen in regal smiles. It was not until they reached the castle stables that they found a corner in which to speak freely, candidly.
Welcome home, Mother. Content I am to see you, to be sure.
Oh, he's got such a punchable face.
And I'm happy to see you. Though I dare say I'd have been much happier to witness you leading an army towards Dravigrad.
Is he gonna explain himself?
Villem, I trusted you. Left the realm in your care.
Indeed. And I, in turn, did my utmost to choose the best course for...
Villem, don't be
Himself.
so damned courtly. There's no one else here. My son. Nilfgaard has invaded our home. We're at war. When rulers don't strive and don't choose, when rulers grab their swords and shields and ride out to defend their subjects.
You didn't let me finish.
Finish then.
All right. Say what you wanted to, please.
I feared I'd be hasty, Mother, and I didn't want to be. When we got word of the invasion, the lords convened at the castle. They demanded I hear them out. They wanted to give me counsel. If I'd rushed into the field to confront the foe, I'd have been half blind to the situation, not known all the options I had at my disposal.
Yeah, but if you don't answer the invasion, then they take cities.
A ruler never knows all the options. Yet he must decide and act nonetheless. I need to prepare. I'll see you at the Council of Peers.
That was a lame excuse, man.
And indeed she did, when the peers convened in the throne room. Surrounded by animal hides and Zerrikanian tapestries, the lords stood in tense silence, awaiting the queen. When her figure filled the doorway, they fawningly prostrated themselves.
We've myriad matters to resolve, so I trust you're well rested. Whatever the case, I've no doubt we shall meet the dawn afore we're done. Firstly, we must ask assistance. Pen a letter to King Demavend. Scribe, take this down. Dear... What? Uncle? Cousin? Blast. Again. I, Meve, by the god's grace, sovereign of Rivia and...
Your Grace, Mother, the peers and I, we've come to propose another solution.
No.
Yes, out with it.
We wish to acknowledge Nilfgaard's authority. Pledge fealty to the Emperor.
That is not happening.
I beg your pardon.
The black-clad hordes outnumber our forces manyfold, and they're far better equipped. We stand not the slightest chance against them in open...
That's like a Mogwai thing to do, pledging fealty to Nilfgaard. Pfft. I will not stand for it.
You will not lecture me about Nilfgaard's army, my son. All you know of them you garnered from coloured renderings, whereas I faced them at Dravograd. I faced them and crushed them.
But your grace, the losses. For this fleeting victory in which you delight, how many of your subjects had to perish? Bend a knee afore the Emperor, and you shall spare thousands.
Nay, never. Understood, Caldwell? Not ever.
Not ever. I agree.
I hope to persuade
wholeheartedly.
you, but it seems I've failed. Nonetheless, the die's been cast. We've signed the accord with Nilfgaard. Our noble lords stand with me.
The blood left Meve's face. She had realized her son, who had ever professed to detest politics and shirked his duties as crown prince, had just stabbed her in the back, as had her entire court.
What is this? Treason to my eyes. The gallows is what awaits you.
Villem rules Lyria now. And should you not acquiesce and approve the accord, I fear only you, milady, shall have the pleasure to meet the hangman.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Caldwell. My mother will not be harmed. Not one hair on her head. Understood? Confine the Queen to the tower.
You err deeply, my son.
I told you that Caldwell was no good.
The Queen was confined to a cell. Gilded armor she had traded for a simple robe. A courtly retinue for a swarm of rats. She was the very picture.
Oops. I accidentally skipped that. We lost the Wagenberg, and the Pikemen, and the Vorwagen, and the Lyrian... Oh man, stop taking all the cards.
Have I come at a bad time?
Oh, you're in deep shit, Caldwell. Like, that head is not going to be staying on your little piggy body for much longer.
Demons take you, Caldwell.
Scum.
You've long been at this scheme, haven't you? You left the strays of Sparla to roam the realm, to forage, so that I would have to look to them. And thus gained your cohorts the time they needed to complete Lyria's sail to Nilfgaard.
You've seen through it all, that's clear. After the fact, of course. But still, I'm not nearly the poor strategist you thought me.
Oh, you are.
Villem, you turned him. How?
The boy's not fit to wear the crown. Hasn't sufficient wit nor valor. I know this. You know this. Just, he knows it not.
Flattery.
Villem fancied himself a statesman. Wished terribly to prove he was one. I made it possible. I've been amply rewarded, I have. Palatine since just yesterday, in fact.
You'll have neither my blessing nor congratulations. Sorry to disappoint you.
I seek neither. I've come for another reason. To bid you adieu. Villem does not seek your death. Does not even fathom it, as you well know. Moreover, his resolve will wilt in time, and he'll wish to free you. So
he's going to try and kill me.
When the young king rides out to pledge fealty afore General Ep Dahi, you shall use your bed linens to hang yourself.
Yeah, not happening. Like, literally, piss off.
I see. You wish to see me bow afore you, lie prostrate, beg you for mercy. Plough yourself with a pike, Caldwell. And you needn't send your thugs. I'll not falter nor hesitate. I'll take my own life.
It's not happening.
Adieu, your grace. And use your last evening wisely.
Meve felt a rush of despair, yet bit her lip to mute any weeping. No, she would not give Caldwell the satisfaction.
Oh, it's gotten so juicy.
Morning arrived with the sound of footsteps in the corridor. Meve rose from her cot and stood in the center of her cell. She was prepared for anything. Well, nearly anything.
The Duke of Dogs.
Titles seem senseless under the circumstances, don't you think? Let's forgo them. I'm Gascon.
Wait, is he gonna be my ally?
Has Caldwell sent you? To kill me?
No and a no. Actually, you're free. How shall I put this? That cad, Count Caldwell, used yours truly and the strays as bait in a scheme aimed at kicking your shapely backside off your throne. Now, I'm hardly vindictive. First to forgive, in fact. Take your threat to send me to the gallows. Forgotten already. Yet being played for a fool, I cannot abide. So when the strays freed me, I knew what I'd do to spite the Count afore I disappeared. I'd free you. That's to say, on one condition. You've got to request it of me, my lady. Courteously.
So, if we'd killed him in that battle, what would have happened?
For my
fine.
realm, I will do this, and much, much more. Even bow afore a brigand.
You could be humble sometimes. Like, sometimes you gotta eat humble pie. I wonder what's in humble pie.
Thus I beg you, Gascon, Duke of Dogs, grant me my freedom.
Ha! Incredible! I've lived to see someone grovel with dignity. A true ruler you've got to be. You are free.
Like, you need to make allies somewhere.
I'm grateful.
Ooh,
Now please
can we
let me
go?
pass. I must get to the city jail at once.
Would you look at this woman? Free her from one prison, she flies off to the next.
They hold Reynard there. And if I've any ally left, anyone who's not betrayed me, it's him. I must get him out.
Hold, my lady. Unarmed, alone.
Have I any other option?
In a sense. See, they locked a few strays in the city pits too. Got a common cause, I'd say. Care to join forces?
The Queen took Gascon up on his offer. Then she, Gascon, and the strays snuck through the city to its dungeon. Reynard had not wavered for a moment in his devotion to the Queen. Never the slouch, he had also not lost any time.
I've inquired among the other arrested soldiers. Many are prepared to fight, even die at your side, your grace.
Seems they may yet get their chance. But now we must flee. All of us.
Yet in leaving the jail, the company ran into trouble. When Caldwell's cutthroats had failed to find Meve in her cell waiting for her secret execution, they had informed the Count. He, in turn, dispatched patrols into the streets. The Queen and her cohorts ran into one such unit.
Blast. We shan't outrun them. To arms!
Gonna play some Gwent. Oh, man. Ooh, it's getting interesting. And thus Lyrian stood against Lyrian. At first, Meve thought only to stun, to wound, not to kill. Yet she quickly realized the soldiers opposite her held no such reservations. These men who had saluted her but a few days before, and whose faces she knew well, would pull no punches, soften no blows. Meve had no choice but to follow suit. Find an escape route. Once an escape route is found, gain more points than your opponent within 3 turns. Okay. I don't fully understand, but okay. This battle will last only 1 round.
Gascon? Bloody hell, where'd you get to?
Choose a
Your
dark
Grace,
ally
we
to
must make
escape,
haste.
ally to escape
Caldwell's
down.
roused the whole city by now.
Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Then trigger all allies' abilities. Okay, what do you do? Draws a card. 1. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it squeals, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny. This one. That's a bad guy.
Aye.
Guess we'll do this. I don't fully understand what's going on, but
Don't like this.
it'll be fine. What does this guy do? Clear all row effects from your side. Okay. Ibble, obble, black bubble, ibble, obble, out. Oh, why is it always bad guys?
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Do I only get 3 shots at this? I've only got 3 cards.
Give me a target.
He killed him! He didn't have 6 health. Oh, but that row is really stacked. Coconut, 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 crack. Did you guys never have these as a kid?
This harvest will be.
Oh, I got more units.
Didn't think I'd leave you just like that, did you?
Cheers,
Honestly,
pal.
I did.
We got set a row on fire. Mark a unit every turn on turn start, damage it by 1.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Okay, let's. This row is on fire.
I smell a leak.
Oh, I can't think of any more like eeny meeny ones like you did. Let me think. I can't think. God, I used to do these all the time as a kid. You know, like where you trying to work out who's it. Whatever, this one. This one. We'll just go with that one. You guys also had them as a kid too, like when you're trying to work out who's it in like tag and stuff.
To your command.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Your Grace, what guarantee do we have that they won't stab us in the back?
Doesn't matter. They're here now. They showed up. It's more than can be said for a lot of other people. Does this have reach? Nah.
You mad? Don't shake that!
This one. It's gonna be the last one. That's the whole point. I bet you it's not like a set one.
Left, right.
He's running out of room.
Left, right.
Right. This one. What does this do? I should actually stop playing these now, because these are damage over time. Let's go with this one. I don't want to pick someone with armor.
Armor won't save them.
What does this do? Damage unit by
Cursed
5.
traitors.
Oh wow, we can do a lot of damage with this. See, they give us like cards that I think are too powerful in some ways.
Yeah!
This one. Hey, I found it! Oh, but there's 3 turns yet left. Oh, so then you get 3 turns to catch up. Oh my god, I'm not very...
Again and again.
I'm not very close. Fortunately, I have this Imber card.
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Is there not fire on that row? Did it go out? Oh no. That's fine. He's got no room to play any more cards. Haha. Haha. Haha.
We'll catch 'em all!
Let's pick someone who's not dead. I don't think I'm gonna go flipping over any more cards. I feel like... Oh, I lost! God damn it! That was bad. That was bad. So I think I messed up.
Gascon.
Because...
Your Grace, we must make haste. Caldwell's roused the whole city by now.
Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to forfeit. Do you want to forfeit? Yes. No. No, I don't. Right.
Gascon.
Skip this.
Your Grace, we must make haste.
No, I don't want to boost that. Right, you reveal this one. You go on front row.
There's a time to reap,
You
a time
boost.
to sow,
There we go.
a time to die.
End turn. I didn't realize it was going to suddenly have a time limit.
Cursed traitors.
This one.
Aye.
I gotta remember to use my leader ability though. I forget about that quite a lot. Like, I think if I'd used my leader ability more, then we would have won.
Should have listened to me, old lady. Didn't think I'd leave you just like...
Right, we got it. You're not gonna leave us.
Honestly?
Oh! See, look at that! Oh, it is. It's the same one every time. Oh, that's kind of sneaky. We're ahead now.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
We don't really have space on that back row, is the problem. So let's flame it, right?
Watch your heads!
We'll trigger this. Because that's going to boost the loyals, so then we're further ahead. I think I just found the gate a little bit too late, actually.
Our ballista, your command.
To be quite frank. Although,
Left,
he is quite far ahead.
Right, left, right.
Did he put out the fire?
Your Grace, what guarantee do we have that they won't stab us in the back?
Yeah, he did. Which of these is worth the most points? Probably... This is worth 10.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Oh, if he's already on the road, he doesn't get moved. I think we escaped. Huh. Oh well. You don't always win. You win
I
some,
thank
you lose
Gaston.
some.
You and your men, for your aid.
Cheers, pal.
'Tis now, my lady. Strays never say no to a proper brawl.
No brawl this was. Sun rising against Mother. Lyrian striking at Lyrian. I fear a blood war's begun.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Come now. Seems to me the war's ended. Your realm's lost to Nilfgaard. You've no army to speak of.
Yeah, not yet.
Then I shall assemble a new one. And with it have Caldwell hanged. And drive Nilfgaard back across the Yaruga.
You're mad. How will you find the men? Riding from hamlet to hamlet, speaking from atop a crate?
Yep.
No. I shall find them in Edern. I've a favour to call in with King Demavend. And I'll sway volunteers to my cause on the way.
Useful.
Well,
a favor.
You've your first willing warriors already.
Is he really going to follow
How
us?
so?
We've nothing left in Lyria. Our hideouts are compromised. Caldwell's sure to set a price on our heads, and Nilfgaardians roam the land in numbers. Besides, I'll be right tickled to see proud Queen Meve fighting elbow to elbow with a bandit she'd wish to hang just a half day afore.
Well, it is said my foe's foe is my friend. And I'd be a fool to turn down assistance now, no matter who offers. So be it.
It's the old ally-enemy switcheroo. We got some strays. Do I have to make a new deck?
Very high-minded of you, my lady. So, shall we shake on't? Nay? Well then, the high road beckons. Though first we must escape the city with our lives. Follow me.
He's quite charismatic, isn't he?
Lyria was hers no more. Meve now had to flee her capital and realm as quickly as she could. Wont to travel the city streets in a gilded carriage, the Queen now saw them from a slightly different vantage point.
Is this the only way? Are you quite certain? The Queen?
Is a common fugitive now, so she'd do better to pinch her nose and whinge not at all.
Ooh, got telt.
At long last, Meve reached the gate. Yet this she found shut tight, locked and guarded.
Gods be damned.
Easy, your grace. Nothing we can't solve with a quiver full of quarrels.
Those are our men.
They were, Reynard, were.
Gascon's raiders were poised to loose their bolts, but were thwarted when the Queen stepped out in front of them.
She's gonna ask them to join her, I guess.
What's she... Your Majesty? I've orders to arrest your grace.
Place me in irons, then.
Please understand, I haven't a choice.
Fear
do.
not. You'll be rewarded by Caldwell in Nilfgaardian Florens.
The captain's head dropped. His cheeks burned crimson.
Go, your grace. Flee now, but only to return.
Remember this, Gascon. I'm no fugitive. I'm a queen, robbed of her rightful crown. And though I may need to venture to the world's end before I return, I shall have it back.
Damn. This voice actress is so good. Like the Meve one. She's so good. Like, I've got that, like, loyalty. I got that Lyrian
Having
loyalty.
fled Lyria, Queen Meve ventured into Edirn, her old friend Reynard and new ally Gascon at her side. The war had bitten into this land too. Still, Meve hoped to sway King Demavend to her cause, and with his aid, to oust the traitors, retake her throne, and drive the Nilfgaardian invader from her realm. Yet to start, she was forced to fight, Scoia'tael no less. Emerging from a wood, Meve's retinue encountered a unit of elven rebels just moments from hanging a handful of prisoners. Among the latter, the queen spotted a woman, a proud warrior with a striking, thick black braid.
The lass I believe I know.
Well, unless we rush to her rescue, it'll soon be you knew her.
Guess we're gonna save him.
Well said. Lyrians, attack!
It was Meve's first clash with the Scoia'tael, warriors who bled for the non-human cause. The name translates to squirrels in the common tongue, a reference to the ruddy tails fastened to their caps and helms. The ornament had become a hallmark for the partisans, much like the icy cruelty to which they subjected their human prisoners. Eliminate the Scoia'tael, executioners do not let Black Rayla die. Okay, I will do my best. This battle will only last one round. Let's have a look at the board. This unit is alone on its row on turn side, move it to Meve's side. After 5 turns on turn start, so I'm going to kill these guys. So this is actually a really useful card, making them battle. Move 3 cards to the other row on their side. A damage any units moved by 2. Set a row on fire. Mark a unit every turn start takes damage. We can maybe use this to heal her, actually. Should it be necessary. If in hand, deck, or on the battlefield, strengthen itself by 1 whenever an ally or enemy card is moved. Movement. I don't know if this is going to be useful. After 2 turns on tune start, boost self by the power of the unit on the right, and move to the other side. Right, well, let's go with that.
Hang the butcher! Villem!
You're there!
She can't breathe, your grace. We must rush to her aid.
So first thing we do,
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
and that, right? Did they not get moved? They didn't get moved. Oh, immobile. Okay. So we can just kill them, right? What does this one do? Damage unit by 2 if it was already boosted. Damage it by 6 instead. Oh, that was easy enough.
Thanks.
Is that it? What's the point? We had 1 turn.
The
Thanks.
Scoia'tael warriors shocked the queen with their speed, their cunning, and their cruelty.
They played 1
But
card.
in the end, the Lyrians prevailed. When the last elf hit the ground, the queen had her men untie those they'd sought to hang.
Mostly shocked by their
A
ineptitude.
1,000 thanks, your grace. Heard many tales of your valor. Pleased to see there weren't just flattery and propaganda.
Black Rayla. Hagar, we saw you there. You command King Demavend's special forces.
That's right. Though not many remain to command.
I'm actually so excited to see like Thronebreaker cosplays. Is that really lame?
So I see. How did it come to this?
My liege sent me to wipe out a Scoia'tael band, led by a rat called Eldane. Followed the vermin's tracks for several days. Straight into his trap, turned out.
Hunting elves in the woods. Truly inspired, I must say.
Ooh, sarky git.
Had no choice. Doing nothing would have brought us surer, swifter doom. The Black Clad have invaded Edirn. thanks to elven aid. They snap our supply lines, lurk like dogs, prey on vulnerable units and scouts.
Oh man, Elvenade is my favourite soft drink.
You mean to say Nilfgaard's broken your defences?
Aye. Though their march will soon halt, believe me. To advance, they'll have to take Rosberg, a stronghold that's yet to fall once. They'll break against its walls like waves upon the rocks.
Well, yeah, I'm glad they still fight.
While Edirn stands, the north is not yet lost.
I'll convey your grace's words to the king at the first occasion.
I'd rather hope to convey them myself. I have come to Edirn seeking aid. I wish to ask Demavend for support.
The king is in Rosberg, overseeing siege preparations. I'm heading that way too to report on our skirmish with the Scoia'tael.
Well, that's convenient.
I might serve as your guide. These lands I know better than any.
We happen to be going the same way. What are the chances?
Excellent. Guide on.
Alright, let's get some loot. Loot, 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 loot. Right. Whoops. We got a report. There you go. Interesting. I ain't got time to read. I was elected to lead, not to read. I want to have chats though. Let's have some chats. Ooh, everyone's here. Let's talk to Reynard first.
Yes, your grace?
What up, Reynard?
How has it come to this? I, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia, must prowl about the underbrush like a common bandit. And you, General Reynard Odo, once proud commander of 4 elite regiments of footmen, now lead a gang of deserters, bandits, and scythe-wielding peasants.
I do so proudly, your grace.
You must be joking, Reynard.
Nah, it's all good as long as he's by my side. My side.
Your Majesty, under your husband I served 10 years. Under you another 8. And never in that time did I fight for a more worthy cause.
He's definitely in love with me.
We seek not to grab land or stifle a peasant revolt. We fight for all the North, for our freedom, that of others, and you alone didn't give up. Didn't even consider bending the knee before Nilfgaard.
I like how in the background Gascon's like playing cards against nobody.
Yes, all true. Yet look where it's brought me.
Your struggle has but begun, your grace, and I will do all in my power to see you triumph in the end.
Thank you.
I cannot forgive myself one thing, that I failed to see through Caldwell's schemes. He must have plotted treason for months, years even, yet I suspected nothing.
I didn't. I said he was shady from the beginning. I'm just going to put that one out there.
Don't be too hard on yourself, your grace.
Easily said. Ugh, if I'd only realized it in time.
Nilfgaard would have found a different traitor, or sent an assassin north. It was unavoidable what happened. The Blackclads would have attacked in any case, and we'd have stood no chance to defeat the foe in open battle, repel him, drive him out.
He's got a point.
Had you been there when the peers assembled, you also would have voted to bend the knee?
No. My honor would never have allowed it. I'd have thrown myself into the fire, and probably died a fool for it. As matters stand, I still have a chance to thwart the invader, his intentions.
That's true.
It seems, in a twisted turn of fate, I should be grateful to Caldwell.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Let's go chat with someone else. No one smirks like Gascon.
So, Gascon, the soldier's life. Does it suit you?
You know, I really want like a Gaston parody about Gascon. Leads the strays like Gascon. And he's playing lots of card games like Gascon. It needs to work. It's a work in progress, you guys. Bear with me. But if somebody wants to do that, like, I'm totally game for it.
About the same as the bandit's life did.
I beg your pardon?
The tents are cold, the food's shite. On the plus side, plenty to drink, most days. A skirmish here, a scuffle there. Nilfgaardians one day, elves the next, and whoever we rout, we rob of what they've got.
Requisition, you mean? Fully in accordance with the laws of war.
Oh, please. Save your excuses for your father, confessor.
So, yeah, why are you the Duke of Dogs?
The Duke of Dogs.
Because
Whence
they're
the name?
strays, I guess? Like stray dogs?
Not certain I should tell you. It's a personal story, somewhat.
Tell me.
I
Tell
insist.
me.
So, thing is, I'm a werewolf of sorts.
Wait, what?
Did I hear werewolf?
Of sorts.
What does that
You
even
see,
mean?
when the full moon glows in the night sky, I transform into a creature that's half man, half dachshund.
What?
And then all the other hounds of the night hearken to my command. Howl!
Oh my god.
Oh, forget I asked.
Why?
With pleasure.
He's a silly goose, he is. I guess he's not really a goose. He's a hound.
I can't stop wondering. How did your strays break into the tower in Lyria?
They exploited its chief weakness.
What weakness is that? I oversaw its construction myself. Walls 5 feet thick, bars and grates of the sturdiest iron.
All tremendous, I'm sure. But how much do you pay the guards?
What? I don't know. The garrison's commander is in charge of that.
Let me tell you then. Not much, Meve. Not much at all. From atop a throne, it's hard to spot the little things. Example, a guard hard up for coin, or one with ambitions. But seeing that's second nature to even the most ordinary bandit. Take any castle door. To open it, to open all, one needs but a pouch of gold.
He's giving me some perspective.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Go
Farewell.
speak to Black Layla, whatever her name is. I think that's her name. Rayla. Close enough. Close enough. I'm just gonna call her Layla from now on. This is like when I call Geralt Gerald, just to wind people up. Like, how to annoy Witcher fans. Number 1, call Geralt Gerald, call Yennefer Jennifer, and refer to Roach as a he. That's basically the trifecta of angry Witcher
How
fans.
fare you, Rayla? The quartermaster, did he assign you a tent?
He tried.
Oh, and
Does she not like tents? What's wrong with tents?
I refused it. Best to sleep beneath the stars. Little chance of a foe catching you off guard.
This situation's all a bit tense. Get it? Tense. Tense. Oh, Jaggerous, you're so funny.
rain accepted, perhaps.
I'm not made of sugar, ma'am. I'm not gonna melt.
You're not? Could have fooled me. I wanted you to be my sugar mama. Lesbians, man. That's what's going on now. The Special Forces, how did you come to join them?
One sees very few women in the ranks, let alone in the Special Forces. How did you come to join?
Reynard would not be happy about that, because he's definitely in love with me.
On merit. Proved I'd be of use.
Maybe Meve is like Ciri. She swings both ways.
Yes, well, naturally. But how exactly?
I was 15 when I went to enlist. But the sergeant in charge of signing folk up told me to scurry on home. So I proposed a wager. Arm wrestling. If I won, he'd let me join. If I lost, I'd pay him 100 crowns.
And she won.
And that kind of coin? You had it?
No, but she won.
No, so I had to win. As we sat down at the table, across from each other, he laughed and rolled up his sleeve. When it was over, all around us were laughing at him. Then I just followed orders. Did so well enough to draw the king's attention.
Right,
I must
conversation
go.
done.
We'll speak later.
We will speak later. Right. Do we have time for upgrades? Last time I paid for upgrades, though, we had some issues. Increase the number of trinkets I can equip. That's probably quite useful. Why does the mouse move so slowly? Look at this. Right, we're going manual mode. Units will take up 10% less of the recruit cap. Decrease the gold cost of creating units. Increase recruit cap. And I can have more recruits. I do need to do that at some point. Gain more gold with battles. Enables you to recruit new combat units in the command tent. What have we got here? Workshop. Other. And then this is other cards. Right, so here's what we're going to do. I think ultimately it makes the most sense to get like more gold and more thing first. But I want to get a little bit more gold because sometimes the game's just like, no, Jaggerous, you need to pay for this and you can't afford it, and I don't want that to happen. So where are we starting? Let's go back. You know what? I've changed. So you always go backwards. Always go backwards. If gaming has taught me anything, it's that you always go backwards. I was like, I'm going to go back to Lyria. Always go backwards, but I think it's just the chest. Right, we're done. Leaving. All right, this is like Where's Wally, but with Meve. Where's Meve? All right, shut your eyes. I'm going to move somewhere else. No peeking, no peeking. And then you've got to find Meve again, okay? This is Where's Meve. Wait, I'm not done yet. Shh. No peeking, no peeking, no peeking, no peeking. Okay, wait. Open your eyes. Where's Meve? She's over here! Some of you better have shut your eyes. If none of you did, then I'm going to be firmly disappointed. And then the question, you got to pause it, I guess, because I've just shown where she is. Oh man. We could have played again. But now you know where I'm going to hide. Where's Meve, everybody? Where's she gone? She's missing. Okay, one last go. Shut your eyes, okay? No peeking. This is your last turn. Where's Meve? She's gone. And on that note, we're going to wrap up the episode. So if you enjoyed the episode, maybe leave a like. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the plot twist, what you thought of the episode overall, which of my jokes was funniest. All of them, probably. You can always subscribe to the channel for more. There'll be more tomorrow. We're releasing these on the daily. You can also find me on Twitter @Jaggerous and on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jaggerous. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. And hopefully I will catch you in the next episode. And by the way, she was here. Bye.